Hey, what's up everyone? My name's Rick. This is my brother Ryan, and we're going to talk about what it was like to be addicted and I guess
during the holidays.
Yeah, to be addicted during the holidays.
And what it's like now.
Thank you. What do you think, boys? Good. So we just went to our local hardware store. I don't know if we can name the name. We went to go get a Christmas tree, and they had nothing but the furs, but they were really expensive. We saw some of like the traditional kind that I normally buy that were in like a box. They looked bigger, they smelled more like Christmas trees, and I was like, I wonder how much those are. So I asked the guy, I was like, hey, are those trees already bought, or what's their status? He's like, oh, those trees have already seen their day. They're done. And I'm like, so they're just garbage? And he's like, yeah, we're gonna get rid of them. I was like, can we get rid of them for you? Ryan pulled the truck up, tipped him a little 5 spot, and we got ourselves a tree. Instead of paying like 50 bucks,
yeah,
we got it for the same price as a jumbo jack. This is where we're gonna put the tree. Right here in the window, is what it looks like before. Kind of messy from guitar lessons and stuff, but let's set up the tree and we'll be ready for Christmas. What do you think? Ready? 1, 2, 3. Looks like it's about 6.5 feet tall too.
Yeah.
Nice.
$53.
So we're standing out here outside of our local gymnasium, and what's crazy, we just finished a solid workout, and this is the exact parking lot and in which Ryan was parked when he was living outside of his car, and by outside of I mean inside of his car. And anyway,
Had to call you for help at 2 in the morning.
Yeah, from my perspective, I was just chilling in my office at home, got a call basically in the middle of the night, happened to be awake. It was like 1 a.m., 1:30 a.m. And it was Ryan. And he's like, hey, can you come pick me up? I'm going to, or the police are here. I need you to check me into rehab or something like that.
Detox, yeah.
To detox, yeah. And
they were either going to arrest me, or if my brother could come and pick me up, they wouldn't arrest me and let me go to detox.
yeah. So
2 years ago, this time of, I think it was like the 12th or the 17th of December.
yeah.
That happened.
What a difference.
Yeah. And every day, this is right where I park.
Yeah.
Going to work out from living in my car with no hope of. I remember I used to watch people that would like go to Starbucks or would go into the T-Mobile store, and I would just be like, lucky people, like they're living a normal life. Like I wish I was going to get my phone fixed, or I wish I had the money to spend on Starbucks, but nope, I was stuck watching video after video in my car.
Mm-hmm.
No one to call, nowhere to be, nothing to do. Yeah.
Crazy.
Never forget that. Still didn't quit though.
So we're leaving the gym now. We're gonna go to actually a motel where Ryan spent Christmas a number of years ago. How many years ago was that? Probably?
It was probably like 5, 6 years ago.
5 or 6 years ago. Should we go to local QT first? Get some protein.
Yeah.
One of the most important elements after working out, in my professional fitness opinion, is the post-workout protein, which is best accomplished with a QT taquito. So we had to do that to make sure we maintain muscle homeostasis. And this is not sponsored, by the way.
Right here.
There we go.
This is fuel right here.
And then, of course, superior protein energy supplement, the QT Taquito. Now we've got some fuel and we are ready to go. Hopefully we have enough sunlight, but we wanted to go to the motel where Ryan stayed and spent Christmas for one of his Christmases. I mean,
one of the many spent away from the family.
Exactly. It seemed like over the last 10 years, you maybe had like 2 where you were actually able to be present for Christmas. A lot of the times, I don't know what it was, but it seemed like around like November was when you check into rehab, and so you happened to be in rehab for some of those.
It's true.
Just figured we'd give some kind of insight into what it's like to be in that situation, and then also what a contrast it is to be in the position you are now, and to just offer a little bit of hope and I don't know, just to show the reality that people can change and that life's much better on this side of addiction.
Absolutely. Miracles do happen. Never thought I'd see the day. So, I was living in the motel. I just recently relapsed, and I remember sitting on the porch for hours on end, just watching car after car go by, and wondering, like, those lucky people, like, that might be a family, like, that lucky family is having a fun time, they're enjoying the holiday spirit, and I'm just here by myself. Like, but the thing is, I knew it was of my own doing, but I was such a slave to the drug. And sometimes you get lucky and there's like a mattress inside that you can pull out and sleep on. You know, you never know what kind of surprise you're gonna find. They're all different. They're looking for a place to stay, they're always renting. I spent about a decade in addiction, whether it was in rehab. I mean, I've spent like, I think it's like 4 or 5, maybe even 6 Christmases in rehab. I've spent a few homeless, and I think I've spent like only like 2, maybe. This will be the 3rd one, I think, maybe in the last 10 years that I'm gonna be able to spend with the family. I don't know, one of them I might have been high for. I also remember another one, staying in like 2 years ago. I was living out of my car, and for some reason I was staying in a grocery store parking lot. Like, I was there for most of the day, because I would always go to this grocery store parking lot and park there during the day. And I remember I would watch people go in and out of the grocery store, and it was always like, it just baffled me that people were able to live a normal life, you know, that they're able to have jobs, that they're actually going in to get groceries and stuff. They don't go in there to freaking steal a chocolate milk and one of the pre-made sandwiches. It almost like gave me comfort to know there's other people around, or like I was around people, but not really. I was alone in my car. But I remember when I went to the parking lot on Christmas Day, it was just empty. Like, no one was there, and I just felt so like alone and lost, and just like, man, my life sucks. Like, this is the worst. Like, I've hit a low. Yep. Good to see you too. It's crazy this year. I don't even, like, using isn't even a question. You know, I'm happy. You know, I'm living a normal life. I get to spend it with my family. I get to enjoy the Christmas spirit.
What's the time for?
To show you and Ryan the tree. Come on.
Okay.
Yeah, come on.
Oh my.
Oh my.
Good job.
If you could have seen where I was and the state of mind that I was in before, you would never believe that I'd be able to get to the position that I'm in now. Shocked that I even lived this long, really. That's a miracle. The life expectancy of a heroin addict's like a couple of years. They don't last long. I never would have thought in a million years that I would be back on this street, sober, living, you know, a normal life. You know, I'm hanging out with my brother on a daily basis. I see my mom all the time. You know, it's just, oh man, it's just a blessing. It's a great blessing, you know. You don't realize what you have until it's actually gone. That's for sure.